What's up guys, it's Trevor with Embers. Today we're doing a product comparison in the golf simulator. We have an imposter in our PXG bag. Check it out. It's brand new TaylorMade Stealth. I actually got this request from a lot of my buddies, honestly. They wanted to see how it's gonna stack up against the PXG Gen 5. Only one way to find out. We're gonna put some data on it. We're gonna hit a bunch of these shots, see which one performs better. Let's roll. All right, so the thing with my channel when I'm doing golf reviews, people really dog my swing. And I try to tell them, like, I'm an amateur golfer, all right? And so I like to do a review from an amateur, the average golfer standpoint. I've been golfing a long time. I would call myself an average golfer. And some of these guys do great reviews, but they're like not tour players, but they're pros. Like, they're very, very skilled golfers. And I don't know if that always translates to the average consumer when they hit like a new Stealth versus like the Rogue or the new Callaway or whatever. They're seeing minimal differences because they're hitting the sweet spot of the club every time. My miss is the ball. Like, I could actually miss the ball. So when I'm towing it or I'm heeling it, I want to see which club's going to perform better. So the first thing I got to do is get these reflective stickers on the club so we get accurate data as far as our club head speed, everything like that. Here's the other interesting point about my game. I have my own simulator in my own showroom. I have my own putting green. I have a set of Gen 5, some of the most top of the line equipment that exists, in my opinion. I have all the tools at my disposal to perform really well. I just came back from the golf course. You know what I shot? Guess what I shot, Chris? I've been practicing. I got all the stuff I need.
I have no idea.
Shot a 107. And that's sober. Stone cold sober. So what I'm trying to say is, like, I know my swing isn't great, but I want to see how these clubs perform with the average golfer. A 107, that's an average golfer. Now I can go low 80s, but for some reason today I didn't have the sauce. So we're gonna see what happens though. Also, other elephant in the room, one time I did a Yeti review against Arctic coolers. We used to sell the coolers. And I was wearing a Yeti shirt and I was doing a versus video against Arctic. I got obliterated for wearing Yeti shirt. They call me biased and everything. So I'm doing TaylorMade versus PXG, and what am I wearing? PXG shirt. So I got my PXG shirt, I got my Jordan 1 lows. Here's the thing. I came straight from the golf course. I wasn't gonna go home and change my shirt. So I'm not biased. The data is gonna be what the data is gonna be what the data is. The data is gonna be what it is, period. So no bias here. We're gonna put these both in the sim and see what the heck happens. Let's start with the TaylorMade. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna warm up. I'm gonna hit about 10, 15 shots as just a pure warm up before I actually start doing drivers. That way it's apples to apples and as unbiased as possible. All right, I'm nice and warmed up. Need a little bit of IPA before I get rolling here. I got Tate for emotional support. He blew out his knee playing basketball, dummy. So he can't play right now. So I'm all alone in the simulator. All right, here's the thing with the Stealth. People always give PXG a really negative connotation for being too expensive, and they used to be super expensive. They've actually come down now. So the Gen 5 driver is cheaper than the Stealth. This Stealth is up to $600, 599 bucks. So if I'm gonna spend $100 more, and on top of that, I'm just gonna have a stock shaft, it better perform better. So I'm looking for better data on the Stealth than I am the PXG because it costs more. What's nice with the PXG is that it's gonna cost you less and you're gonna get custom fitted into a shaft. Now I will say this Stealth looks fantastic. Like, just standing over it, the matte black looks great. You can see at the address of the ball, it looks absolutely wonderful. So I'm ready to hit this. Now what I need to do is clear out my data here So we're gonna go to the range. I'm gonna set my altitude. We're in Colorado, so I'm at 5,500 feet roughly. So when I'm doing this, don't be like, man, he's hitting bombs. I mean, I am hitting bombs, but I'm at 5,500 feet. So I like to play to a realistic level. So I already put the Stealth in here. So here we are, we got the Stealth. So I'm gonna hit 10 shots with the Stealth. And then we're gonna compare. Whew, I'm kind of nervous, guys. I don't like screwing up golf shots on camera, so let's see what happens. Oh man, that felt pretty good actually. That felt great. Sounds great. Sounds fantastic. I lost the tee though. Counting on that though. Also, there's our data. So I was way inside out, but I hit it pretty square. See, it does not fade in real life. Oh, I need a little swing juice. That's what Patrick Mahomes said. Pro V1 Embers balls. By the way, if you buy an expensive barbecue, we'll give you a sleeve of these. Came up on that one. Oh, be the one. Got a good ball flight on it. 284, honestly, unless I try to hammer it, that's about all I got, unless I try to swing a little harder. There's 15 shots with the Stealth. Initial impressions before I look at the data. Felt great, sounded great, and it looked great. Like PXG they have their work cut out for them, because that's a darn good club. So right off the bat, I can tell you, PXG is lighter. The Gen 5 is a lighter golf club. I can just feel it. Oh, that's good. That is good. Oh, that one's smoked. Oh, oh, that is cooked. That's gone. Good night. Look at these guys on pins and needles over here, looking at the data. Both of them are like, whew. All right. I had my fair share of mishits with both clubs. All the mishits are in here. Okay, so let's look at our club data. So club head speed with our Stealth, 96 miles an hour on average. Club head speed with Gen 5, 98 miles an hour. So I was 2.5 miles an hour faster.
That's
with
huge.
Our club head speed.
What do you think that correlates to? 4 or 5 yards at least?
Yeah. I was more outside in. I was 6.5 degrees outside in on the Stealth, 5.5 degrees outside in on the Gen 5. So, but look at this. My face was more open with the Gen 5. I was a degree more open. My club head speed was faster with the Gen 5. I think I attribute that to the club being lighter. It's a lighter club. All right, let's look at our ball data. Ball speed. So with a faster club head speed, you're gonna have faster ball speed. So 139 miles an hour in Gen 5, 136 miles an hour on the Stealth. Backspin.
Your spin was better with the TaylorMade.
We had a little more spin with the Gen 5. My spin was a little bit better with the Stealth. Average carry on the Stealth, 216 yards. Average carry on Gen 5, 227. Total yards, 250 on the Stealth. Total yards on Gen 5, 257. All right, that's the data. So the data says that the Gen 5 is did better. Now what do I say? What's the human element of it? To be perfectly frank, can I be frank?
You may.
I would put both of these clubs in my golf bag. They're both wonderful golf clubs. I would hit both of them.
Either of them. You're not putting both in at the same time.
No, I'm not gonna be like Phil. I'm not gonna have a high launch drive and then a hellacious seed drive, no.
Yeah.
I'm just putting one or the other. I would be okay with one or the other in my golf bag. They're both just a delight to hit. honestly. It's a privilege to test them. But the obvious choice is Gen 5. You're gonna spend less money, it's gonna be custom fitted with your own shaft, and it's gonna go further. Those are 3 things I like. I like to spend less money, I like my ball to go further, and I like to have a custom fitted shaft, period. So for me, the obvious choice is Gen 5, and that's as unbiased as it gets. The data's the data. These guys were here witnessing me swing these clubs. It's about as unbiased as I can be, but they're close. I will say performance-wise, they're close. So if you're serious about taking a look at some something besides, you know, your average club, take a look at the Gen 5. I mean, they said that they spent 15 years developing the Stealth, and the Gen 5 performed better. I think with all these really high-tech drivers, these new drivers, they all perform so well, honestly.
And each person's different.
Each person's different, yeah. Some of you may hit the Stealth a lot better. Me personally, I'm gonna stick with my PXG because I absolutely love it, and the data proves that. So if you guys wanna get fitted, give us a call. We can help you get fitted, set up a fitting schedule. We're in the Denver, Colorado area. Or you can come check out our showroom, hop in the simulator, hit some putts. So we'll see you guys next time.